Are we live, James?
Yeah, we're live.
We're live. Wonderful. Thank you, James. Okay, as I began before our technical difficulties, this year or this time at our all hands meeting, we have a piece of paper here. It's two-sided, and what we want is we want to hear from you how the feedback was, how we did this all hands meeting. Did we do really great? Did we do really bad? What was fun? What wasn't? What would you like to see more of versus what we did? And there's a little rating scale, and marketing did a great little job, so kudos to them for doing that. But it's things like this that really get us to understand what we've done really well and what we haven't. And we hope through this presentation we're really bringing forth what you guys, our people, want to see and hear throughout our company. On the flip side is the agenda. So this will allow you to keep up with what we're doing, what we're not doing, and what has to be said. So we'll start off with what we accomplished, our Roma team members, the party crew, yay to the party crew. What we're working on, Roma's customer care, little sales update, creative workspace contest, Facebook, our company culture, special acknowledgements, questions, and our Roma super duper announcement. Wow. Okay, great. Wonderful. Well, without further ado, I'd like to begin our presentation. I'd like to thank you all for attending, for being part of this all hands meeting, and for our warehouses and for all our salespeople on the road who are watching from home. I want to thank you for spending the time with us. This 1 hour is very important to us. I want everybody to get really that we closed our company down for 1 hour right now. So there's no calls on customer care. There's no sales reps working. There's no saws cutting. Nothing. We are all here together because this is important. You guys are the most important component of this business, and we really want you to get that. So that's why we converge every 3 to 4 months, and we wanted to share with you what we've been doing, so you guys can get a clear update and see what we're doing, have some fun, and share some great laughs for sure. So James, let's begin. Okay, so first on our list is what we've accomplished. So what we've accomplished first and foremost is that we have a new and improved performance appraisal. And for all of you who have been here for some time, it's our performance appraisal that we do on an annual basis. It is held in December, so every team manager will evaluate you based on what you've accomplished throughout the year. And what we did this year is we made it a little more comprehensive, a little more detailed, so that really it gives both parties understanding of where you are, what goals can we set for you next year, what have we done really, really well, and what can we work on. So I'm ensuring that actually our team, Joey and Michael and myself, what we did was we really spent time and effort in researching what is the best performance appraisal, because we can't conduct them all ourselves. So we have really great team members and managers who will conduct them. But the point of the performance appraisal is definitely to ensure that you guys get a clear picture as to what your expectations are for next year, and then what have you accomplished this year versus what our goals were. So look forward to that in December. I believe it's the first or second week of December, but we'll give you updates and emails and all that fun stuff. Okay, next, what we did, what we accomplished, we're very, very proud of, is our new return material authorization process. That's a long title. What it is basically how we as a company take back product or have a return, for that matter. So let me walk you through. So someone calls, Debbie on customer care and wants to place 2 chops. Debbie does a great job, sends it out to our customers. Customer, calls us back and says, listen, one of the chops is not good. It's scratched, dinged, dented, busted, smells. I've heard it all. But all those fun things are, some of the things that we hear on the desk. So customer care then creates a return authorization, and the process comes back. So what we're trying to do as a company is definitely trying to fine-tune every aspect of what we're doing to really deliver wow in service. So one of the big words that I'm going to be using throughout this presentation is how do we deliver wow? How do we showcase to other framing companies and other companies around the world, wow, what a company. Because I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, right now, people, when they see our products, they say, wow. First thing when they see a Roma Moulding, wow, that's a beautiful frame. Wow, the quality is beautiful. But they're never wowed by our service. It's something that we have to work on. We acknowledge that. And so what we're doing is we're really trying to focus our efforts, for sure the latter part of this year, but also into next year, is how do we deliver wow? And throughout this presentation, you'll see that. So one of the areas we did was, what better way is our return process? Because you know as much as I do, and the sales reps on the road know that when we have a return, the customers are often upset. They need the frame, the customer's screaming at them, so whatever the case may be. But what we want to do is we want to make it so fast, so efficient, so critical that we really understand our customers' needs and we're listening to them. So we went from a 6-month process. Now that's the worst case scenario, but it was a scenario. So we went from 6-month turnaround time from the time that customer picked up the phone and said, I have this broken chop, to by the time they received the replacement was roughly 6 months. So that's nothing we're proud of for sure. So what we did is all the company's team members involved in this process really got together, endless meetings, long hours, created 100 flow charts, which were awesome, by the way. And we all looked at each and every person's area and said, how can we improve? How do we create efficiencies on this process? So everybody from Teresa to customer care to, shipping was awesome and admin was amazing. So what we did was we went from a 6-month process to 15 days. Now that's pretty amazing in our industry for sure. And what we're trying to do is really, from the time that customer picks up the order, by the time they get their replacement is 15 days. We're working really hard to get that down to even a better date so that we lead the industry for replacement, so that when that customer calls and says, wow, that was really fast that I got that replacement. Thank you. It was effortless. I know you guys made an error, but hey, you fixed it. You're quicker than everybody else. Thank you for your service. Thank you for caring about my business. So that's one of the things we did. Okay, moving along, we had trade shows. Trade shows we always have in our company. We have roughly 7 trade shows a year, and the trade shows we had were the Atlanta International Gift Home Furnishings Market. So a few of us went to this show. Brad set up the show, and the show looks great, doesn't it? Great. Good job, Brad. And so Joey and I flew there the day before. We did some small tweaks, some florals, and just tidied up a little bit. But other than that, this was our show. This is what we did. So different at this show is we had corner samples on the wall for the first time in our company. So now customers can actually get the idea that we're a molding company that also does some framing. And from there, they can do custom mirrors. They really got a sense of wow. So from this, you're making a photo frame and a mirror and a piece of art. They were really they really gravitated to that. So that's something you'll see new in all our showrooms. Again, that's the mirror creation area, and we have our catalogs, some art displayed. So why we're showing you this is because you guys are the ones that work on it. You never get to see the final product, and we really wanted you to get how beautiful your hard work goes into making this beautiful. So all your detail, from spraying the pieces to ensuring that there's no dust, that it doesn't bow, that it's the correct color. This is the outcome. You make us look really great at a show. So I want to really thank you guys all for your hard work. Okay, our next show is Las Vegas World Market Show. Again, Joey and I went to this show. Brad set it up again. And again, we did small tweaks, but this is kind of like when you're walking in the hallway and you're looking at our showroom. So here you'll see we have 2 major vignettes, one being here and one being on the other side. And that's the first glimpse that people get into our company. Our doors are always open. We have a martini bar back there, which is always hit a high point and at all our markets. But this is where Joey and I live for about 10 days, twice a year. So we live in a showroom like this from, I'd say, 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, trying to get as many orders as we can, trying to showcase to our customers what we have, and really show the customers that, this is the product that they need. this is the quality they need, and this is the design they need. So again, just showing you a few more product shots. Beautifully designed, all straight, really, really pretty. And that's when you're sitting at the bar. We put our big Blakely bearing piece there, which is gorgeous, and two off to the side. But that's the picture you get while you're sipping your French martini. You get to enjoy some great scenery of art. Okay, moving along. Some more things that we did throughout our warehouse is we did a warehouse alignment. So all the warehouses have been realigned. This is a major project that the operations team led by Joey did, which I thought was amazing. So please, I'd like a round of applause for that if you can. Great job, you guys. Consistently look at ways to improve our warehouse, create efficiencies, make it neat, make it tidy. I'm telling you, when customers come back here, they're astonished at how beautiful the products are, how they look, how they're displayed, how clean our warehouse is. It's always a big point that people see and people feel. So good job to that. Our Atlanta and Los Angeles warehouses. So the good news is we renegotiated leases for our Atlanta and LA warehouses. So we have another 10 years in each facility. So that really gives us longevity for our business. And also, in light of creating efficiencies, again, Joey and the team have looked at how do we improve efficiencies with lighting. You'll see in some of the areas we have censored lightings. All our new lights are, what are they, Joe? TA high efficiency. So what that means to me is that they're efficient. So we just did all new ones in the office as well. You'll see them, they're brighter and they last 10 times longer than our old ones. So again, another area of efficiencies that we're working on. And we had our Woodbridge warehouse sale. Our Woodbridge warehouse sale was another success this year. Our sales were a bit flat for the sale, but nonetheless, customers came back and loved it. Believe it or not, we've been having the sale for, I would say, close to 10 years now. And customers just come back to actually see the people. They come back, and I know one lady, and you might know her name is Dora. And she comes back every year. I said, Dora, you don't have any more walls. Like, what are you doing? She's like, I just come back. You guys are like family. I just got to come here and say hi to everybody. And she's running around, and she comes to me and she says, I can't buy anymore. So it's now become almost like a culture thing that people come, they see, they like us, they feel our passion, they feel our kindness, and they just come back year after year. It's actually amazing. And another thing we're really impressed about and happy about that, I want to just point out Vicky Ford, no relations to the Ford Motor Company, but Vicky Ford did hooked us up with the Extreme Home Makeover show, and I'm sure you guys all have seen it. It's when they redo the home and everything is donated to the home. So from the grass and the gravel to the lights, the skylights, the tiles, everything. And it was a truly humbling experience for myself and for Joey for sure. So we had the pleasure of actually going out to Madison, Georgia, and thank you, Al, for driving us there in torrential downpour. But it was an amazing experience. We got to see the building of a house of probably 250 volunteers from all over Georgia that did roofing and garage doors and sod, and I mean, people were just overjoyed, hugging us. And you may have seen photos. They wanted autographs from Joey. They thought he was some rock star, and it was just a really nice event. And Roma really they really appreciated all our efforts. We donated some photo frames. And the family actually, it's a wonderful story. The family had an accident. They were at the corner of a street, and a car was going to hit them. So the older daughter pushed her younger daughter out of the way and saved the younger daughter from dying. But the ramification of that was that she actually lost some limbs. So she can't walk anymore and things of that nature. So the whole house, which is incredible. The whole house is made for a handicapped or disabled person to be able to walk through the house. So it's all one floor. The bookshelf, you can rotate the bookshelf so she can do it from her chair. Amazing. So that's that. Amazing. Good job with that.
Can I give you just 1 sec? guys in the warehouse are complaining about quality.
Quality. Okay, we got quality issues.
Yeah. So
Sam, can you check the quality, please?
Which Sam?
Ifty Sam. That's easy.
just going to turn some volumes or stuff down here. Try this for now.
Good. Thank you, James. So, and one of our last points is the Roma Cares 2011 charity benefiting Sick Children's Hospital. Again, we did the slideshow last time, and we showed you what we were going to do, and the success was a true hit. It is because of all you and our friends and our families that we raised $30,000 for Sick Kids Children's Hospital. So on behalf of everybody at our company, we want to thank you for all your help and all your support and every donation, whether it's 10 cents, $10, $10,000, or whether it's just supporting and being at the event. I really want to acknowledge you all for making a difference in little kids' lives. Really, it was amazing. And here is the Roma Cares Charity Committee. From left to right, we have Vicky Ford, Angela, Brad Tandy, Candy, Joseph, Joey, Teresa, myself, Melissa, and Sammy Khalifa. That's the team, everybody. So, new to Roma. So that's what we've done. So new to Roma. Here's some new team members and new faces that you've seen who have joined our wonderful family. Jennifer Scott. Welcome, Jennifer. Jennifer joined our company on June 6th. She is our customer care representative, sharing all the love and happiness that we have in our department and really spreading the cheer to all the department and to our customers. So thank you. You may recognize Eduardo. You may have not heard him because he doesn't speak much. But I'll tell you, Eddie, as I call him, Eddie, we're happy to have you on our team. You move all our material. You don't complain. You're so nice. You're always pleasant. People admire you. Thank you for that, Edward. So some people that have been around for a while may recognize this face. It's a wonder what Botox and a little surgery can really do to somebody. So this gentleman is Sean Danaher. I'm proud to have him on our team. He started on May 4th. It feels like he hasn't never left. Sean, you never left. And he's our national sales manager for Roma Moulding. So thank you. Next on our list, we have Joseph Negretti. He started August 1st, and he as well is our material handler in LA. Welcome. Next on our list, who's not able to be with us today, is Michael Pacini. He's actually working on the road, trying to get as much business as we can. He is our Eastern Regional Sales Manager. Michael started with our company on August 2nd, and he's under the Roma Moulding Division. So, welcome, Michael. Next on the list, I'm going to try this. Dennis Gronochevik. Close enough. So Dennis started on the team on July 25th. He's out of our head office here. He's our national sales manager for Roma Living. And Dennis, I've been able to work closely with you in a short time. One thing I do have to say, you're always smiling and you're always optimistic, and you're a pleasure to be around. So welcome to the team. Another familiar face from the past, Brad Luderman is back on board. Brad's our sales rep in Texas. We're happy to have you, Brad. Welcome to the family again. Next on our list is Doris Pontieri, right?
That's it.
Wonderful. She started August 2nd, and it's actually an interesting story. The position's been open for a while, and what better way to find wonderful salespeople than ask people? So we asked some of our customers and people alike, and she came highly recommended. And I was a bit skeptical at the first, like, who is she? She came in and quickly warmed our hearts and really seen what she had to offer. We're proud to have you on our team, and we're going to support everything you got. Okay? Okay. On the Roma Living side, we have L Home and Lifestyle. L Home represents Texas and the surrounding area. So we have Michelle Cheek, who's the principal at L Home. We have Doran, we have Bobby, we have Susan, and we have Genevieve. Welcome, everybody. And last but not least, she hasn't joined our company, but this is a promotion that we're really proud of. Joanne Simmons is our new customer care manager at Roma. So Joanne, where are you? Awesome. So Joanne, a few words to you. I just really, it's been a pleasure working with you. It's been a year and a half that you've been on our team, correct? Awesome. So it's been a year and a half, and quickly you've garnered really the respect of every coworker, every client, every distributor, or anybody that walks by you. You're a bundle of joy to be around. Our customers really feel it. They really feel it, and you're really smart. And you're really great with people, and it's an honor to have you as our customer care manager. And I think everybody would agree with me. That's an honor. Thank you. Okay, coming up, we have 2 new positions open at Roma. So coming soon is our marketing manager. Other than Fred Flintstone, it will be somebody. And we'll have the announcement very, very shortly as we're right there ready to make our decision. And then we have an inventory controller to work alongside Richard and Paul. So our inventory controller is, what's his name, Joe? Lightning McQueen. And that's it for people. So let me talk a little bit about the party crew. So the goal of the party crew, some of you have met them at the back. Great job, party crew, for being back there and greeting everybody and making everybody feel welcome. But number one, the goal of the party crew is to create a greater sense of community and to have more fun at Roma. It's really important. And you'll see throughout what we're trying to do, the leaders of this company, is make this company a place that you want to work at, a place that you want to come into, a place that you can call home, that you can put up your slippers or your curlers or your Barbie or your tiki hut or whatever you want, or your dinky cars or your Muskoka chairs. Truly, what the goal of that team is just to spread cheer. I think they're doing an excellent job. I think they're very enthusiastic. I love it that we have parts of production in there and the office, and I had the privilege of sitting in a meeting with them, and they just working really well together. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to make that happen for everybody else here at our company. So thank you. So what have they accomplished? They do things here. So what have they accomplished? They've accomplished a lot, and they're working really hard to ensure that events here at our company don't go unnoticed, and abroad as well. So what they've accomplished so far is we had an amazing potluck. I remember that potluck, it was great. We had an amazing breakfast event here at our company. We had Freezy Days. Freezy Days, we love Freezy Days. And we had the summer barbecue, where Nino and a few of the other guys get to grill in the back for everybody else. I think it was really nice. We all got to stay together and eat and have some fun and have some jokes. And that's really what life's all about, because in the end, all you're going to remember is all the fun times you had, not all the mistakes we made on customer care, or the frame that we chopped incorrectly, or whatever the case may be. It's all these fun times that we'll remember. And some upcoming events are fall barbecue. So the fall barbecue will be interesting. It'll be a little different, but a lot of fun. And there's much more events coming. They just don't allow me to tell you what they are. Okay, and here is the lovely party crew. We have Teresa Perlman, Mary Malfera, Julie, Rob. Where's Rob? Rob, what's happening? We have Wendy, San, Angela, and now Marianne. I'd like to give them a round of applause. Again, they're really passionate, and they're testing. They're like, I don't know if they're gonna like this, and I said, just have fun. Really, just have fun. If it's weird, that's okay. If it's not so much fun, we'll make it more fun. and just ask the people what they want. And that's what they've been doing. I'm really proud of everybody on this team. It's a totally voluntary team. Anybody wants to be on the team can be on the team. It's a great sense of community. It's a great sense of teamwork. So if anybody wants to be involved, ask Angela or anybody on that team for that matter. And you can ask Rob. Okay. Yeah, wonderful. So what we're working on is very important. We want to share with you what we're working on because a lot of you don't get to see exactly what we're working on. So I'm going to pass the mic off to Joey.
Thanks, Tony. He's always such a hard act to follow. That's okay, so am I. Well, the good news is we're always working on something as a team, and that's exciting for me, and it's exciting for our executive team because we're always looking at ways to improve our systems and processes. I'm going to take you back, and I'm going to show you a few high-level items that we're working on, and the first one we're working on here is improving our operational reporting. 3 years ago, we put in a new SAP R3 system, and it was successful because we had everyone in this company working hard towards a common goal. What it's given us over the last 3 years is an opportunity to learn the system, see what we need to have tuned, and right now we're working on revamping some of our very important reports, open order report, returns analysis report, and a freight analysis report. By fine-tuning these reports, it's going to enable us to better manage our business, and by better managing our business, we're going to be able to provide better customer service. When we talk about customer service, you're going to hear that a lot throughout this presentation. It's not only about the customer, it's also about the internal customer. So, the other thing we're working on is SAP data maintenance. What's data maintenance? Do you need to be a mechanic? I had everybody ask me, what is this? How are we going to present this? It's very simple. It's all the information in our SAP system from customers to their account setup, to their business partner notes that we refer to every single day. And it's very important that we have accurate information here. It's a tedious process. What we go through is we go through all the info, see what needs to be adjusted, see what needs to be corrected. It's done usually on an annual basis. And I'd just like to thank Teresa Perlman for going through this painstaking task. We've now completed that. Thank you, Teresa. Also, new on the roster, we're going to be working on automatic email and order shipping confirmation. From a sales side, this is very exciting. Just a quick explanation on how this is going to work. Once a customer places an order through us via fax or phone, the customer is going to get a notification that we received your order and we're going to thank you. Our sales representatives are also going to get a notification when that customer receives the order so that they can in turn thank the customer. What we want to do here is we want to take data and we want to push the data versus pull it. By doing that, we're going to open up lines of communication with customers better and also our reps. It's also very important in us moving forward with technology that we embrace this. So again, delivering excellent customer service and excellent customer experience and delivering a wow factor. So that's a few basic items that we're working on. I'm going to hand this off to Michael. He's going to finish. Thank you guys. You guys are the greatest.
Thanks, Cody. I'd like to first say hi to everyone. Thank you, Joe. I guess I need this. Say hi to all the people in the warehouses, LA, Atlanta, New Jersey, for keeping up with us here, and hopefully you're enjoying the presentation. I guess it's been approximately 6 months since I've taken on the role as CFO, and although it's been challenging, it has been exciting and fun, especially working with Tony and Joey, so I thank you for the past 6 months. They're very enjoyable on this leadership team. I'm here to give a brief update on what finance is up to, and yes, Diana, finance. As you all know, unfortunately, the economy has continued to struggle. The stock markets are like a roller coaster. The currencies, the fluctuations in currencies has been difficult to deal with, as well as unemployment rising throughout Canada and the US. However, here at Roma, we continue to focus on cost-cutting initiatives. However, we've taken a different approach. We're not really looking just at cost-cutting, but we're looking at how we can save money through efficiencies. We're looking at what we can do, improving processes, changing the way we do things. As Joey mentioned earlier, we've developed some reports to look at freight, to analyze freight, to see how we can save in freight costs. Also on returns, we've done a report on returns to determine what the reasons are for our returns. Why are people returning our items? What's the reason? How can we adjust that so that we can have a positive outcome on the bottom line by saving on the returns? We've also done lease renewals. As Tony mentioned earlier, we renewed both the LA and the Atlanta lease. And in the next couple of years, that should save us approximately 30% in our lease costs. So that was a big achievement. We're also working on our budgets for 2012. In the next couple of months, we'll be sitting down with the department heads, determining what our budgets are for the upcoming year, both on the sales side and on the expense side, and making sure that we monitor our costs and achieve our sales targets. We've also gone through the past couple of months 2 audits, one in the US with the IRS and one in Canada with Revenue Canada. And trust me, those aren't things that you like dealing with day to day, but proud to announce that they were both favorable, no adjustments, so that was a good job by finance, so I congratulate my finance team. And just to end this off, I'd like to thank all of you for your continued support, your hard work, and your dedication on making Roma a success. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Joey. Great job, guys. So moving along in our presentation, we have roughly 20 minutes or so left on our presentation. So we'll continue. So some things that we're doing more on the sales marketing side is we're really in the discovery stages of a new and improved website. So our website is a top priority, definitely in marketing and sales. So how do we drive people to our website? What are some of the efficiencies we can create in our website? How can customers order? How do they get our catalogs on there? How do they track their orders? How do they get freight? So all that fun stuff we're working on, and that's led by James March on that project. So, go James. And I will announce that James is also diving into the Apple world. I'm very happy for that, James. So, we're also looking for fun new ways to get people to our company. And we found over the last, I would say, 2 or 3 months, people have been asking or volunteering people to come to our company. So really, we're looking for an employee referral program. We don't know how that looks yet, but it might be that when you guys do refer someone to the company, you get a cash reward or something of that nature to entice people to come join our amazing company. So we'll give you a little bit more of that as we're working on it right now. So furthermore, we're also working and fine-tuning our employee recognition wall or our employee recognition program. So what that is really recognizing each and every team member at different platforms. So whether it's a 1-month acknowledgement, a 1-year acknowledgement, 10-year acknowledgement, 20, and so on. So we're working on that program and hopefully having that rolled out soon as well. We are also very busy in marketing with new product launches. So for all the sales reps out there, we're having 61 new moldings for January's launch. 56 will be of moldings of Roma Moulding, and then we'll have the remainder will be Roma Elite. And it's really fun, really exciting product. What we focused on product-wise is value and quality. How do you match the two? But the number one component is value. How do we deliver value to our customers? Really great product. I'm very proud of our Italian facilities who have really engineered their machines to not only cut the cost, but really make a beautiful product. So you'll see those shortly. As well as our art collection. We have 91 new pieces. The art catalog will be coming out soon, the supplement to that. So we're happy about that as well. And new catalogs. new catalogs is always a big topic. So marketing head by, right now, the catalog head by Brad. We're working really hard on the Moulding catalog. That's the first and foremost. I know a lot of sales reps are asking, when is it, how is it? It's a painstaking process and a lot of detail has to go into that. We are currently working on the catalog, and we will announce that it will be complete by this year. So by the end of 2011, it will be complete. Right, Brad? Beautiful. And as well, in between that, if we weren't busy enough, we have to finish the art supplement catalog as well. Right, Brad? Okay, great. Okay, High Point. All you guys know High Point. You've seen pictures of High Point. Well, High Point's coming up October 22nd to the 27th. Joey and I will be working the High Point market. We'll go 2 days early. We do a sales meeting much like this, where we talk to all our salespeople. We give them information. We inspire them. We motivate them, and we show them what we got. So that's. We'll give you more pictures of that in the next all hands meeting. And also, like Joey stated, delivering wow service. Delivering wow is going to be how we grow business. And the next slide is, I think, is almost coming up as sales. But I want to talk further more about that in our sales component of how we can deliver wow to our customers. So Roma's customer care. We have a new manager in place, as we stated. So customer care in February came under the sales realm. So now Joanne and I get the privilege to work with each other and deliver something we've never been able to deliver at our company. And what that is how do we wow our customers? How do we show them that we're always on the call when they want, that we have stock, that we're patient, that we're eager to help them, that we're having fun in the background. I know some customers have said, oh my God, what are you guys doing back there? You guys are having so much fun. Yeah, that's what we do here. We have fun and we work hard. That's okay. And I really want to encourage that. I want people that when they walk through our departments are like, wow, you have amazing people. I'll tell you a short story. We had a customer flying from New York. They want to do high-end photo frames. Dennis brought them in, which is awesome. Flew in for a day. We showed them the product, but what they were most impressed about was the tour. So we took them on the big grand tour, led by me and Dennis, and we walked through everywhere. And one in particular, when they came to customer care, of course, they seen a little bit of Barbie and a little bit of hairdressers and luau's and all that fun stuff. And they got to meet Joanne, and instantly everything came together. And they said, you know, I thought your products were great. I thought your quality is amazing, but your people, and you're so passionate the way you talk about your people. I said, yeah, believe it or not, our people are our biggest asset. They're what makes the difference. Because, ladies and gentlemen, today, if you go on Google, you press frames, there's 1,000 frames that come up. So how we're going to beat this economy in challenging times is they want to do business with us because we care about them. And they're so wowed by how we service them. They're like, why would I go anywhere else? So really great, Joanne, and your team and the entire team. Okay, we have two new team members starting on Tuesday. So we have two new energetic, fun, exciting people that will be starting on Tuesday, and that'll bring the head count to 10 people. So we'll be fully staffed, ready for the rush of September to December, and hopefully we get so busy that we can hire another 2 people. What we have in customer care, if many of you guys have seen it, we have an updated sample board. Our sample board, it took a lot of time to do. It looks beautiful. It's kind of like the Roma Hall of Fame. And great job to the team to do that. And I just want to announce our best day ever here at our company has been on June 21st. We answered 504 calls and we had 0 abandoned. That's amazing. So abandoned means that any time of those 500 people called in, 504 people that called in, we were there to answer the call. We didn't drop one. So that is really amazing. Great job, guys. Culture building enhancements in the department. We're doing continual training programs in place. I know Joanne and I are working on how do we continuously train our customer care reps to be the best. That they pick up the phone with a smile, that they know all the different nuances of how to service our customer, versus, well, I don't know how to do this, but I'll pass it on. She's got an excellent program. I know you're working with some of the reps to make that amazing. So that's really amazing. We have Friday meetings in marketing. It's at a quarter after 4 or 4 p.m., give or take how our call volumes are. We have a whiteboard, a huge whiteboard in customer care, which shares information on what they're working on. So if you want to see what they're working on, just go and check the whiteboard out. And it's also an area where they can build inspiration, have fun, and be a little weird. It's good. And we also have a big board, 8 foot by 4 foot daily stats posted for all to see. So I encourage all of you guys, if you're ever upstairs, walk by the board. It's a great snapshot of what we're doing, how we're doing, how many calls we answered, and things of that nature, which is awesome. And I'll tell you, I look at that board every day, I'm sure you know. And I'm really impressed to see week after week after week. And there are some little hiccups, but week after week after week, we continuously get better from answering calls to call speeds to call abandon. Really great job, customer care. I love you guys. You guys are like the best. You answer the calls for us every day. If you don't answer the calls, we can't make any frames. So thank you for doing that. Truly, thank you. Okay, I want to move to sales. Sales is very important in our company. Without sales, we can't even answer a call. So sales is another major component of our business. So where are we? As Michael alluded, the economy has been tough. It's been tough for some time. But that's just life. So you know, we can either crawl in the hole and die, or we can do something about it. So here at our company, we choose to do something about it. Our target is something that's created with our sales managers, not by me, not by Joey, not by finance, not by no one in this company, but Sean Danaher and his team. So Sean Danaher believes that our target to the end of the year is 10%. We're not there yet, and we have a ways to go, but I'm really confident in the hard work that they put in every day, from our new people in the field to some of our veterans, every day pounding the pavement, going and talking to customers, and now with our new sales team in place, it's really going a long way and making a difference with customers. So our strategy, what's our strategy? So there's a few things that we do already. So we come up with beautiful product. Everybody knows that. We have great quality. It's continuously made in Italy. Our standards has never strayed 27 days from today. It's made in Italy product quality. But how we're going to really beat the competition, or how we're going to really gain more business, is just be nice to our customers. Wow them. If they call you, call them back. If they want to see you, go and see them. If they want a tour of our place, have them come here to see the people. I'll tell you, there's a few instances which I'll get to, but where a customer, or someone called me and said, I haven't seen a rep in forever. Okay, I apologized, and I said, I'm really sorry about that. When's the earliest time we can get a rep out there? Whenever you can. Okay, great. So I mobilized, I got Tanya involved, and Tanya got Sean involved, and we got the rep out there. And I'll tell you, that customer was so happy, and they said, wow, that was fast. You guys got on the phone on the Friday, the Tuesday, the appointment was made, and you were in my shop. Thank you very much. Wow, you guys are amazing. And the wow came out. And that's what we got to continuously strive for. How do we give wow in service? Because the economy is going to be what the economy is, and our products are what they are. So the only thing we have is service, our people. So open territories we have. The open territory we have is the San Francisco area, which Tanya and Sean are working really hard on filling. That is our only sales territory open right now. And we're having some upcoming customer visits to head office. We have Full Graphis Frames, our distributor out west. We have Encadrement de Cèdre, who is our Quebec partner customer. Really great customer, 5-store chain. Wonderful family. The father started it, and the sons are in there, and they got 5 locations, opening up a new location despite the economy, but how they do it as well as on service. They really got on board with us, purchased all Simply Roma, and now coming back for our meat and potatoes of our product line. Framers Inventory, our partners in Portland, we love them. Framers are a big addition to our team. They service the Northwest, the Pacific Northwest, and we'll be seeing them, Doug and Teresa and Chris shortly here. And also we have Artistry, who's coming. Sven's been purchasing our products for, a long time, over 10 years. And Sven's coming here to see us. And I can't wait till he sees Barbie and the tiki huts and the moves and all this fun stuff. So we'll shock him for sure. So some target accounts that we're working on. Sean and both Sean and Dennis understand we're working on art.com, residential design, TJX Corporation, which is Winners Home Goods, Big Fish, Artistry, Ethan Allen, Framers Inventory, Framerama, Donmar, Specialty Products, Heritage Creations, okay, I don't know that one. Frame and Supply, and Church of Latter-day Saints, and more. There's a ton of customers that are targets. We want to get these people here so they can meet all of you. Because guys, like I said, they can buy frames from anybody. But why are they going to buy from us? Because of all of us. So we're a team. I really want to stress that. So when we do have tours coming through here, wave at the people. Be nice. Say hi. Don't be shy. Okay? I got to move on because Angela's making me go fast. Okay, and in foreign markets, I'm really happy that we have Bellini Fine Moldings. We opened up a distributor out there who is now carrying our entire Elite product line range. Had a show, had over 500 leads for Roma Elite, so that's really coming through just in the last month or so. And they cover Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, and our future where we're going is Asia. So places like Hong Kong, Beijing is where we're going to be selling our products. Okay, Facebook. Facebook is very important, James. Oh, sorry. So Facebook is, why we're doing Facebook? Why we're doing Facebook is simply because we want to show everybody, the world, what we're doing here. It's something very special. We have a unique family. We have amazing people. We have amazing events. We're not trying to sell anything. So it's not a selling tool. We just want people to see what we're doing. And I'll tell you, customers have gone on there, and anybody, for that matter, can go on and talk about our products. We don't monitor who writes on there. Anybody has the opportunity to write. So if they want to write, I love Roma, that's really great. Or, hey, Roma's not that great. When we hear Roma's not that great, we say, why is it not that great? And they say, well, because I haven't seen rep. And so then we send the rep there, and then the next day they go on, oh my God, you guys are amazing. So it's that transparency is what we're trying to get at. And that's the key, guys. We have to be as transparent as we can so people can just see what we're doing. See things like this. This is not normal in other companies in our industry. So we're doing really amazing things. I encourage you guys to go on. If you don't have a Facebook page, James will be willing to set you up one. Okay? Just call IT, he'll help you through it. So our goal, ladies and gentlemen, we lead our industry, the entire industry, with Facebook. So we have 1,011 likes as of now. The lead in our industry. Other companies, I'm not going to say any names, but any other companies have 800, and then there's like 200, and then there's like 50. So we have 1,011. Our goal to the end of the year is 2,000 fans. How we're going to get that is by showing what we have here and people just following our company. What are you guys doing? Oh my God, you look like you're having so much fun. And all that fun stuff. And here's just a simple little slideshow of what we do. Some of the pictures. There's a picture of Paul. There's a picture of our distributor with a huge frame. It just gets a glimpse into what we're doing. Newsletters are a thing of the past, so we're not printing any more newsletters. This is fast. This is current. This is interactive. If you want to write something, go. If there's no right, there's no wrong. Just have fun. Okay. In the name of fun, we had something very different at our company. It's called our Creative Workspace Contest. So top 10 reasons we did this. 10, to have fun. 9, to create excitement. 8, to strengthen our team. 7, to personalize our workspace. To learn more about each other, very important. To allow people to express themselves. To create a great company culture. To be different, to create happiness, and last but not least, to create the best work environment ever. It's fun. People were coming around and were poking fun at Teresa in a little tiki hut, enjoying the Muskoka chair, and they were coming into marketing, and it was just fun. And it's not meant to do anything bad or good or anything like that. It's just to allow you guys to have fun in your environments. You're there every day. Make it your own. So, the winners of the Creative Workspace Contest are, Joey drumroll. And third place, Marianne Guerreri. I'm a Barbie girl. Here's your prize, Marianne. You can come up, please. Here you go. And wait, you have to get your prize. So your prize is a box of Timbits. In second place, Joey, drum roll. Sammy and Doris, Under the Sea. Please come up. Thank you guys for an amazing accomplishment there. You guys look good, for sure. And then the winners of the first ever Creative Workspace contest is Teresa and Reed, Tiki Bar. So after the meeting, you guys can all go there and have a drink and margaritas and yeah, everything. Come on, please. Speech.
Thank you for everybody's support. We had a real good time doing it, and we're going to have a lot more surprises coming up.
Thanks, Jason. Thank you. And we have, last but not least, we have an honorable mention, Vicky Ford. Vicky, can you come up? Vicky is like the sunshine in marketing. She's always energetic and helpful and very, very shy, so I like putting her on the spot. But Vicky, thank you for everything you do, okay? So company culture, I shared about that a bit. Very important to us. What is culture? Culture is what defines us as a company. Not our moldings, not nothing else, but our culture. Who are we? Are we fun? Are we uptight? Are we mad? Are we happy? This is what defines us. But we don't have a set of core values or a defined culture here at our company. So what I'm taking on with a few of you in the audience is our goal is to define our Roma culture. So I'm gonna need all of you because I can't do this myself. Then that's not a culture. That's Tony Guerreri culture, and that's not what it is. This is Roma culture. So I'm gonna ask you, and I'll be sending you guys emails, and we'll have some sessions for people in the back as well, to write a paragraph. Very simple. Write one paragraph of what Roma culture means to you. How does it look? How does it feel? If it's really great, say it. If it's not, we need to know. That's how we improve. So over the course of the next few months, you'll be seeing what the culture is here at our company. Okay? Special acknowledgement section. Hold on, let me try that again. Is this on? Special acknowledgement section. Woo! Okay. So, special acknowledgements. So special acknowledgement section first. Oh, okay. So we need your help for the special acknowledgement section. So in order for this section to be really, really great, we need all of you. Because Joey and I and Michael, we have 6 eyes, but you guys all have like 1 million. So we need you guys to come up with, when you're sharing what they are, email us. Email me, Joey, Michael, anybody. Just email HR or Angela of the person that went above and beyond their daily task and how they made a difference in that environment. Really, really important. Joey? This is what not to do. So we got some of these. So I want to acknowledge Joey because he's awesome. So that really doesn't give us a lot to work with. Although he is awesome, it really doesn't give us a lot to work with. So that's just something short. I just want to state it. So here's our special acknowledgements. First one, Uncle Joe, a.k.a. Uncle Joe. So, Uncle Joe, we want to really thank you for your involvement in the Sick Kids event. You bartended the event. You took time out of your night to be there with us, as well as you started the collection here in the back in our facility. We want to thank you. We're honored to have you on our team. We're proud to have you. In behalf of all of us, thank you. Next on the list is Alan Cherpak, better known as Aquaman. Aquaman he's our Atlanta warehouse manager. He has always exemplified going above and beyond. Al worked with us in Atlanta till 1 in the morning, 12 o'clock at night, working with us to make sure that show in Atlanta was without a hitch. Me and Al bonded. We went to buy some tchotchkes and a few other things together. So we had a lot of fun. Al, it was a blast. Thank you for going above and beyond. Next is Stephanie Sharp. Stephanie's our customer care representative. She's been on our team for some time. I do want to say why I want to acknowledge Stephanie is because Stephanie, when I was looking at the call volumes as I do every day, I seen that on one day you take a record-setting 139 calls yourself. Really, really awesome. Stephanie, next is Ross Luizzo, aka Roscoe. Ross, this is what was written. So I would like to acknowledge Ross and thank Ross, our warehouse manager. Working on a 9-store project takes a lot of effort and extra care, especially when the small chain has many requirements which need to be met perfectly. Ross was extremely pivotal in getting this account corner samples matched and labeled with the chain numbers and ours on it. They had to be boxed and labeled separately and yet shipped to one location. Ross not only achieved this goal perfectly and quickly, but communicated cheerfully what he needed to achieve his success with this project. Ross, thank you very much for all your work. Next is Debbie Campbell. Debbie, what's happening? So, again, I'm just reading what you guys wrote. This is exactly how you wrote it. I would like to give a big thanks to Debbie in customer service and Al in Atlanta warehouse. They helped me with a very large order last week with Gallery New. This client waits till the last minute to place orders. Really? Really? Debbie worked with Al to ensure that the 15-frame order all went out in just a few days, and they were all received in great condition. Danny let me know, the gallery owner, that the show was a true success and thanked us all for their hard work. So thanks, Debbie, for doing that. And last but not least, we have Ree. Again, I'm just going to read it. My vote goes to Ree, who always goes above and beyond the call of duty. Where do I begin to tell the amount of times that Ree has answered questions, called me back on the same day? Her assistance never goes unnoticed. Thank you, Ree, for your hard work. So the last two we want to acknowledge is two individuals that went above and beyond. I would like to acknowledge the excellent work by the guys who do the chops and joining in the LA warehouses. Even though they didn't know their names, they wanted to acknowledge them. He makes an extra effort to perfectly match corners on some of our most difficult moldings. My customers really appreciate getting quality beyond their expectations. I don't know his or her name, but it would be great to recognize an employee who makes the extra effort to make our customers happy. And those two guys are Paul in LA and Philippe in LA. Thank you, guys. So we do have a few questions, and I got to make it brief because James is giving me the eyes. So a few questions here. Question number one: would Roma consider? This is the question from last all hands meeting as well. Would Roma consider having a tuition coverage program for courses related to positions held by the person, i.e., an inventory controller can take a course-related inventory management course, and if they pass, they would have their tuition or partial tuition covered. So we're firm believers of education for sure. Always reading books and always getting into education is very important. This is something we're going to table going forward, and as the economy starts to swing, things, as you guys know, are a little tough. But as the economy starts to swing, these are some of the fun and neat things that we're going to do. We're not saying we're going to do full, it may be partial, but it's something that we're definitely going to acknowledge. Question two, customer service department gets allotted a lieu day to work on stat holidays, but other companies offer time and a half and double time. Would Roma consider offering employees this type of extra pay to work on stat holidays, or perhaps offer more than just a lieu day to work for the stat holiday? It seems that because we're always short-staffed, generally we end up working on all stat holidays, so the rotation is not very good. Furthermore, last year's Christmas party, the entire company got 1.5 hours for lunch, but customer care were told they got 45 minutes each and were able to take them in two groups. So So there's 2 points to that question. First point, will customer service department get loo days? Currently, we give a loo day, and we give lunch for the entire department for that day. So I sat with Joanne. We're looking at ways to looking at opportunities on how we can reward different people for doing different things. So it's definitely first and foremost or high on our list of things to do. I can't make any promises right now on what we can do, but I will say that that's one thing that we're working on together. And as for the Christmas party, again, things like this, sometimes I don't know, right? So that's why it's great to be brought up. So this year's Christmas party, everybody will attend, and they will all be given the same time. And we're doing that purposely for our customer care department. You're important to us, we love you, and it's important that you sit and eat and party and have a good time with us. Okay? Okay, and question 3. Since Mondays are days that people drag their feet and don't look forward to, also it is usually one of the most stressful days of the week. I think too easy people into the work week and work week, and to be a little more comfortable, we can introduce an extra casual day, Mondays and Fridays. So casual days are important, much like the one we did today. It's important that people feel comfortable, casual, happy in their work environment. So we are working on policies to maybe state various departments or days on, days off, or weeks on, weeks off, that we can have more casual days. I'll give you an example. Someone in customer care that doesn't touch a customer may. Myself, maybe Joey, and maybe some people in customer or in sales maybe won't be able to have as many casual days. But we're looking at how can we make it much more fun, comfortable, or someone in AR for that matter that's way back in the corner of our building that really don't interact with customers, but versus they interact with the phone. We're looking at ways to make that more fun. So like casual days, okay? So Roma's super duper announcement. This is the part of the presentation we want to acknowledge something new, something different, and something fun. So the year is 1986. Tina Turner receives a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The worldwide premiere of the Oprah Winfrey Show, believe it or not, started on that year. The New York Mets defeat the Boston Red Sox in Game 7. Sorry, Sean. And the first induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame takes place that year, including Elvis Presley, Joey Tallada, and a few other people. And the first PC virus, brain, started to spread. A hit song on September 2nd was, 1986, is Bananarama, She's Got It. You know the song, oh baby, she's got it, you know that, right? So that's the thing. Finally, Roma hires their first employee. I did it, Joey did it, John and Nino did it. Happy anniversary, Mary Montero. Please come up. We would like you to say a few words. So if you can all join me to say a few words. So, happy anniversary. Anniversary. Happy anniversary, Mary. Great. Mary, do you like to say a few words?
Thanks, guys. 25 years. You know what that always happens. It seems like yesterday that I started. Of course, I want to thank John and Nito for leaving me. Go, Mary! I personally have had a lot of fun in the 25 years. It's been a wonderful challenge. I'd like to thank them for always letting me do my thing and believing in me most of all. And I'm really excited about the next years with the new team that we have and new leadership. But most of all, I want to thank all the people that I've worked with, because you made me look good in the past, and I know you'll continue to do that in the future, but it's great to have a family to come to every day, and you make it easy for everyone, so thank you so much.
So Mary, 25 years, it's a long time. You started, I guess you're, what, 35? Something like that. So 25 years, huge accomplishment, huge milestone. John and Nino must have seen something special with you 25 years ago. You're their first employee. You worked on a typewriter. You had a Rolodex. I got to bring you back, right? But truly, Mary, all joking aside, we're honored to have you on our team. We love you, and we look forward to the next 25 years together. So we have, on behalf of John and Nino and our entire team and myself and Joey and Michael and everybody in this team, we want to present you with a little token of our appreciation for 25 years. We got a beautiful framed Roma certificate here that states 25 years of service. Joey's got a medal. We want to give Joey the Medal of Honor. And we love you, Mary. Thank you. Thank you. And that concludes our all-hands meeting this year. Oh, wait, we have photos. Sorry. Here's the Washington Memory Lane. That's hot. Mel was 5 years old. That's Joey on the floor there too. And that's me. Oh my God. Those glasses. Wow. Gold was definitely a theme then, for sure. Amazing, isn't it? That's at Mary's house, actually. She invited everybody to her house. So the after party is at Mary's house on Friday night, okay? There's the office, Mary. That concludes our presentation. That concludes our all hands meeting. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you guys soon. Transmission on. So before we leave, wait 1 second. Here's a little surprise, Mary. Come here. Before we leave, we have